This is Kenneth Wong, a language instructor, blogger, and translator. What do you do when you're in a pinch, you're out of options, and you're desperate? In English, you might make a last-ditch effort. If you're a footballer, you might throw a Hail Mary pass. But in Burmese, you might do what the mythical bird Garuda did, pretend to be a salt farmer and cook salt. In Burmese, that expression is a jangkong galong sa chet. A jangkong galong sa chet. I'll explain it to you in a moment and show you how to use it, so stay tuned. Welcome back. First, let me help you break down the expression a jangkong galong sa chet. A jangkong galong sa chet. The word ajahn means idea. For example, ajahn bede. Ajahn bede means to give an idea. Ajahn yabi. Ajahn yabi is I've got an idea. In that sense, ajahn gongbi. Ajahn gongbi means I've run out of ideas. The verb gongde or gongbi means to be depleted, to have exhausted, to have run out of something. For example, if you go buy fish in the market and the fish seller is looking at an empty tray, she might say, nga gongbi, nga gongbi. If you go buy coconut noodle, ono kaoswe, and the vendor has already sold out, he or she will tell you, ono kaoswe gongbi, ono kaoswe gongbi. I've run out of coconut noodle soup. Galong is the mythical creature. It is a part human, part bird mythological creature. Like many Burmese mythological creatures, it might have come from Hindu mythology. It's often romanized as Garuda. Garuda. Sa chet. Sa chet is a compound made up of the verb chet, to cook, and sa, salt. So sa chet is to cook salt, to make salt. So put it all together, a jangkong galong sa chet. When it runs out of ideas, the Garuda cooks salt. To understand this saying, you need to dig into Burmese mythology a little bit. According to myths, the humanoid bird Garuda and the sea serpent Naga are mortal enemies, or Gabayandhu. Gabayandhu in Burmese. Because if a Garuda spots a Naga, it will swoop down and snatch the serpent to eat it. According to one story, a Naga that was being hunted by a Garuda decided to plunge into the sea to hide. The Naga could survive under the water as long as it has to, because after all, this is its natural habitat. But the Garuda cannot do that, so it decides to wait the prey out. As a mythical bird with shiny beaks and giant wings, the Garuda would definitely stick out. So, to avoid suspicion, it changes shape to blend in with the nearby villagers, who happen to be salt farmers. As the story goes, a jangkong galong sa chet. When it runs out of options or run out of ideas, the Garuda becomes a salt farmer. So, ba ma matat nain do lu, da ma mo matat ta lu lou ya de lou ya myon ko last ditch effortလို့ခေါ်ပါတယ်။ဒါကတော့စစ်နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ဝါဟာရပါ။သေးသေးကြည်ကြည်မထူးတော့ဘူးဆိုတဲ့အခြေအနေမျိုးမှာကတုတ်ကျင်းတူပြီးရန်သူကိုရင်ဆိုင်တာကိုပြောတာပါ။ဘောလုံးသမားဆိုရင်တော့ throw a Hail Mary pass လို့ပြောမယ်တင်တယ်။ Hail Mary ဆိုတာသမကျမ်းစာတွေကMeadow Mary ကိုပြောတာပါ throw a Hail Mary pass ဆိုတာကတော့ရှုံးကနေဘာမှမထူတော့လို့ Meadow Mary ကဲပါလို့ဆူတောင်းပြီးဘောလုံးကိုရောက်ချင်ရရောက်ပစ်ထက်လိုက်တာကိုပြောတာပါကွက်တီမဟုတ်ပေမဲ့ရေပုံရအဖြစ်တော့ဒီသုံးနှုန်းတွေကဗမာရဲ့အကြံကုန်ဂလုံးစားချက်နဲ့တော်တော်ဆင်ပါတယ်ပင်လယ်ထဲပြေးဆင်းသွားတဲ့ငကားကိုစောင့်ဖမ်းကျင်တဲ့ဂလုံးကလူရောင်ဖန်ဆင်းပြီးစားချင်ရင် စောင့်နေတယ်ဆိုတဲ့ dandari ကလာတဲ့စကားဖြစ်ပါတယ်ခင်ဗျာ So how might you use the saying အကြံကုန်ဂလုံးစားချက် Usually when you insert a saying like that, you start with အကြံကုန်ဂလုံးစားချက်ဆိုသလို အကြံကုန်ဂလုံးစားချက်ဆိုသလို That means like the saying, as the saying အကြံကုန်ဂလုံးစားချက် Let me give you an example. ကျွန်တော်ကစာမေးပွဲကမေးခွန်းတွေကိုလုံးဝမဖြေနိုင်ဘူးဒီတော့အကြံကုန်ဂလုံးစားချက်ဆိုသလိုကျွန်တော်အလွတ်ကျက်ထားတဲ့ကြပြကိုပဲရေးပေးလိုက်တယ် Meaning I cannot answer any of the questions in the test. So, as the saying အကြံကုန်ဂလုံးစားချက် I just jotted down the poem that I'd memorized by heart. Here are some important words you need to understand in the Burmese explanation I've just given you. Sameboe, sameboe, that means a test or an exam. Mego, mego is question. Longwa mapinaibu, longwa mapinaibu, cannot answer at all. A lutjet tade, a lutjet tade, that means to have memorized by heart. A lutjet tade gabya, a lutjet tade gabya. That means the poem that I've memorized by heart. In this scenario, it's highly unlikely that the poem that the speaker has jotted down as an answer to the question will satisfy the question itself. However, he has run out of ideas and there's nothing else he can. So he did the only thing he could think of to write down the poem, the way the Garuda starts making salt. You might say that's the bird's Hail Mary pass or last-ditch effort. How about you? Do you have a story about a desperate act? If you do, try incorporating the expression "achangong galong sache" when you retell it in Burmese. Now, some important words in this episode. Achan, idea. Gombi, to be depleted, to have run out. Galong, Garuda, mythical bird. Matanainlo, because it cannot be helped, because I cannot help it. Te, live or die. Matubu, it doesn't make a difference. Gadok jin, ditch. Thamajanza, Bible. Meadow Mary, Mother Mary. Yebonya apien. Generally speaking, Luyang Panzin, to take the human form, to transform into a human. Dandari, legend. Alutjet, to learn by heart. Well, that is all for this episode. Until next time, I'm Kenneth Wong wishing you happy Burmese learning. Now, see you later.